Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk. I am Shekhar Gupta at this very touching war memorial in Chandigarh. And the last time we were here, my guest was none else than Mr. Prakash Singh Badal, one of the great veterans of Indian politics. And today, a couple of years later, who else do I have but his nephew, Manpreet Singh Badal.
Hi.
Not quite happy with politics right now. And sad to say, former Finance Minister of Punjab.
Yes. Well, Shekhar, resigned about 48 hours ago. In the last 4 years that I was Finance Minister of Punjab, I had a running battle with my cabinet and my government. I wanted to cut down on populism, subsidies, not because per se I would want to cut down on them, but Punjab was running a huge debt. I mean, we have a public debt of about 70,000 crores.
And it must be one of the highest per capita debts in the country?
We are probably the most debt-stressed states of India. But it's not just a question of public debt. It's also a question of pride. It's not just about money. I come from rural Punjab. And when you owe somebody money, you can't look up, that man in the eye. So if Punjab has to actually live in India with its head held high, we have to eliminate our public debt.
So, was that your main difference of opinion with the party over how to handle Punjab's indebtedness?
No. Even a class 5 student would tell you that if you don't have the money, you either reduce your expenses or you increase your income. So I couldn't get my way on both. I could neither.
That's what our mothers always told us.
Yeah, I mean, so additional resource mobilization was denied to me, and at the same time, cutting down on expenses, that was denied. So my position was untenable, and I realized I clung on to a very slender thread for the last 4 years, thinking I will get them around. But then I realized about 48 hours back that I will not be able to get them around, and I'd lost the confidence of the Chief Minister and my cabinet, so I had to just go.
What happened 48 hours ago?
Well, again, there was a debate on Punjab's finances in the Vidhan Sabha, and I told the political parties, the three principal political parties in Punjab, I said, we've had this debate on Punjab's finances 10 times in the last 4 years.
That's the Akalis, Congress and the
BJP.
Yeah.
And I said, the litmus test is not to pay lip service to Punjab's economy, finances, state finances, but actually to debate the solutions, whether we can bite the bullet or not.
So what response did you get in this debate? Because you raised it from a certain position.
Actually, when I raised these issues, they accused me of indiscipline, political. But what I told them that this is not political indiscipline. Political indiscipline is that if I attend a meeting of the rival political party, if I meet leaders of the rival political parties, or if I defy the whip, these were financial issues which I was trying to raise, and they were very much within the domain of the finance minister, and I have been talking about them for the last 4 years. But they said, no, this is gross indiscipline when you raise these issues. Elections are very close, and so on and so forth. And they issued me a show cause notice, and then they expelled me from the party. So I had no option.
So when you, at an intellectual level, when you made this argument, what was the response?
Well,
that you don't know politics, you are naive, or you are a conspirator?
Well, to be honest, even in the last previous government, when I was in the opposition, I had been constantly harping that Punjab needs, at least in the financial domain, we need to now build up a common economic platform, an economic consensus on Punjab, and both, Congress as well as the Akalis. And I've written articles in the Economic Times and so on and so forth. So it's not something new that just because I became the finance minister and the state's finances were stressed, even when I was an MLA, when I was in opposition, I have been constantly saying that for Punjab to progress,